Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Kamen Rider Spike 2.0 back again once again. And today we're here for Kamen Rider Zeztz episode 19, and in this episode we get the climactic conclusion of this game nightmare that we have. We got the lady trying to manipulate our boy Baku. We find out that Nem finds out that the nightmares are basically coming from her subconscious, and we get to see agent number 6, Crea, has basically decided to come back to code after, finding out everything, finding out that how he basically got initiated into code. Well, she already knew, but she does tell Baku that the school that they went to, the cram school, Baku is basically able to figure out that they were just training these kids in this school to be basically fight nightmares, because the school basically knew that the nightmare crisis was going to happen. So basically code made this school, is what I'm basically gathering. But we see that the lady is trying to manipulate and control Baku's mind in this episode. She's actually posing as like a therapist, because Baku is basically going to her after, being kind of down on himself in this episode. Baku is kind of down on himself in this episode because he feels like now, since he was in this school and he was essentially trained at a young age to think the way that he does, Baku doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know what he's supposed to fight for anymore, and he feels like the love that he has for like secret agents and stuff like that was planted within him. He basically figures that out by he said that's probably why I always had dreams of being a secret agent, because code essentially implanted that in me, and I don't know who I am really. We see that Nasaka, who is still trying to figure out how she wants to deal with Clea and the stuff she has going on with Clea. Clea herself is still trying to figure out what she wants to do, whether she wants to go back with code or something or stuff like that. And we actually see how she stopped being in code. We see that she basically failed a mission, which caused a bunch of her comrades to die. And agent number 3, he ends up using the erase capsule and erases her memories, and essentially just sent her off on her way. He erased her memory because she failed the mission, right? So he been around. So when does Zero come in? Because if she was like up under agent number 3, then where was Zero? Are there different divisions of code? Are there was she part of a different division maybe of code? How long? Or in Zero was in another division, and agent number 4, who was Nox, was he part of Zero's division? That's something to think about, because I feel like we would have saw Zero, and I feel like we would have saw Zero, erasing her memory and stuff like that. But then that would mean we would have to get his human reveal, which I don't think we're gonna get that for a long time now, since Zero's out of commission right now. But yeah, there was a flashback, but still I feel like we most likely would not have seen his human form at that moment. But yeah, agent number 3 is the one who erased her memories, and it seems like he's been in power for a while, I guess, since he's more probably from a different division in code. So, but yeah, in this episode it was actually pretty good. We see that the lady actually does try to control Baku or manipulate Baku's mind, but it seems like it doesn't work. It seems like it doesn't work on him, and that's classic, main character thing, where I have this thing in me, where I have this way of thinking in me that causes me to be immune to mind manipulation. which I thought it worked at first with the way he responded to her. She basically gave him like advice saying like, hey, like, your life is your life and you should be living your life the way you want it and stuff like that. It's very manipulative. You get like, she's so creepy. The lady is so creepy, especially in this in her like site therapist. Yeah, her therapist persona. It's so creepy, especially the smile, how she moves and stuff like that. But we can tell that seems like she's a very like somewhat like of an aggressive, angry woman. I feel like that's how she is. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I like aggressive, angry women, but there's nothing wrong with that. And we know that she hates the organization, that she hates code. So it makes sense of why she's like angry and aggressive, because the way she moves and the way she talks, she's just like, it's just anger and hate and like manipulation, and it's just, she does it all with a smile, which makes it even worse. Like, this is a villain. This is a villain woman. But yeah, Baku does. Baku also gives a lot of good motivational speech to Nem. How Nem is, she basically finds out that all nightmares come from her subconscious, since, you know, she is able to exist within everyone's dreams, and she feels like the nightmares are her fault, and she feels like she's the one driving the nightmares to people, especially since she was able to see the flower field where all the nightmares are basically coming from, where all the butterflies and stuff go. And by her seeing that, you know, she even sees a nightmare manifest in front of her, which is like that eyeball nightmare that we saw in the last episode that didn't do anything, but now it appears again in this episode and shows itself to Nem, but it doesn't attack her, and like, it doesn't attack her outright, which means if the nightmares are coming from Nem's subconscious, does that mean she could possibly control nightmares one day? Like, could she control the nightmares and stop the nightmares from doing stuff? And it seems like, because like that nightmare really didn't attack her like that. It just appeared before her and did a wiggly wobbly thing and then like laugh. So if the nightmares do come from her subconscious, could she control them? Because her body's still in a coma right now, and if she had went into that house, she probably could have found her body and returned to it. But yeah, it's just like a little theory I kind of came up with on the spot. Because if they're coming from me, then shouldn't I be able to control them and get them to stop doing stuff? But yeah, that's what I think. I think that's gonna be how it goes later. I could be wrong. That's fine, but I think that's how it's gonna go later. But Baku does give her motivation, and he basically tells her that, hey, you make people happy. You're able to exist in everyone's dreams all simultaneously, and give people hope and make people happy, and give them the motivation to face the next day, to face every day. And that is something beautiful that, you know, that's something great. Like, you're able to do that. You have no idea. Like, I'm thinking like, man, if she really, like, if she does that, you have no idea how many people's lives you're actually saving, because life is hard, right? But yeah, he tells her that, hey, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do it together. So that's what I like about it. I really like Baku. I've never not liked him, but throughout the last few episodes that have been coming out, I actually really like Baku, and he's getting like more growth as a character. He doesn't feel like that wacky, naive guy technically anymore. Like, he still kind of has that in the real world. Like, he's still like a regular dude in the real world, but it seems like Baku is going through things and getting actual character development within it, and he's actually not taking no ish from nobody. Like, that's why I like Baku. He talk back. Like, he bro is like that, man, shit, bro. Like, Baku would tell you to shut up. Like, the way he speaks to Nox, like that other, like the last, like a previous episode where he was talking, where he was like, he told Nox to stay out of my way, and and Nox is like, what are you doing here? And he's like, it's none of your business, and he just walks off. Like, I like a character like that. You could be the good guy, the nice guy and everything, but have a backbone to turn your back on your enemies and tell them to shut up. Like, that's what I like. He hasn't told anybody to shut up, but still, I would love to see him tell Nox to. I would love to see him tell Nox to shut up and get out my face. I would freaking love that. That would bring Baku up there. But after fighting like the monster, we see Clea and Nausicaa actually fight the monster with a baseball bat and a gun, and I was like, this is gangster. They got their butts kicked, but it was still gangster. And also, the monster has the nightmare took its mask off, and it's just a skeleton face up under, and I'm just like, ew, you creepy. Like, I really like this nightmare. I did, but he was just a prick. He had to go. But yeah, man, after seeing Baku take down this freaking nightmare using plasma, he's able, like, after and also from his speech saying, like, yeah, I can't judge code. He's like in the middle ground right now, where he's like, I can't judge code by its flaw, by its pros and its cons, but all I know is I want to save people. I want to save dreamers. I don't want to see people suffer from nightmares. So that's why I'm here. Like, I like that too. Like, bro gotta resolve. He's like, I don't care if code is good, code is bad, or if it's like a good in between. I don't care. I'm saving people, and that's what I like about Baku. But yeah, enough Baku glaze. But seeing him defeat him and everything, and after talking with Clea's like, I have to do what I gotta do now. Like, I remember everything now, and now she has made the choice for herself to rejoin code. And we see that number 3 is there again in the same place they were before when she first got her memories erased. He says that code can no longer guarantee your safety. So if you really want to do this, I'm gonna give you a mission, code number 6. And you open the suitcase, and we see her driver, and it looks cool. It's a little bulky, but it looks cool. And in the next episode, we're gonna get her full rider debut, and she's gonna fight Nox. And I'm so glad, because now I'm like, okay, cool. The 3 riders that we got shown from that scan aren't all gonna be like bad guys, right? So now that code number 6 is here, is she gonna be fully on Baku's side, or is she gonna be on Baku's side but off doing her own separate thing? Is that how it's gonna work for a while? Because it's gotta go like, well, I feel like it's gonna go like that for a while, and then she's gonna start doing stuff like teaming up with him more. So, because next episode, it just seems like she's just fighting Nox, and she's gonna be calling him a traitor and everything like that. Like, seems like a lot of ideologies are gonna clash in the next episode as well. But we got a water fight too. We got, like, they standing in the stream fighting. I like that. And also next episode seems like it's gonna be like a medieval D&D kind of theme, which is dope. I play D&D myself, so that seems like it's gonna be dope. But yeah, I thoroughly did like this episode. And plus, when it came down to the lady, she's just so creepy. She's a creepy woman, and she's like, I want to make Baku suffer. Like, she literally says, like, she's like, I want to pull out all of his deep, dark, like, repressed, like, bad dreams, and I just want to make him suffer. And I like that. I like that, because it seems like this character is not going to get redeemed. We saw from Kamen Rider Gav that all the bad guys are gone. All the bad guys died. But yeah, so they might do that same thing here. I mean, she is like a human, so I feel like, yeah. But other than that, this episode is great. We got a new writer coming next episode. Most likely going to be on our side. Most likely gonna be in the middle of doing their own thing. I do like Nausicaa and end up reconciling with Clea, and Clea finding her resolve and what she has to do and what she wants to do. I like how we're kind of like foreshadowing some stuff with Nausicaa. Maybe she'll become a writer later on down the line. I don't know. her and Fuji. I don't know. I like little sister's support of her big brother in this episode, and I thoroughly do like the character development that we got for Baku in this episode. And I'm glad that we got some more lore on how they basically trained up to be agents. Like, I like that too. But other than that, you guys let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about this episode of Kamen Rider Zeztz. If you made it to this point in the video, I thoroughly do appreciate it. You the GOAT. But other than that, I'm gonna see you guys next time. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and remember, as I always say, stay henshined.
Yeah, the shining golden sign.